sometimes it's the only way to protect the ones we love.
I know you. God Killer.
What is it you want from me?
God of War Ragnarok, which takes place a few years after God of War. Fimbulwinter, the Great Winter, is well underway. Kratos and Atreus must journey to each of the 9 realms in search of answers as Asgardian forces prepare for a prophesied battle that will end the world. Along the way, they will explore stunning mythical landscapes and face fearsome enemies in the form of Norse gods and monsters. The threat of Ragnar, the final destruction of the world, grows ever closer. Kratos and Atreus must choose between their own safety and the safety of the realms. Initial release date, November 9, 2022. Trending, developer, Santa Monica Studio, series, God of War, publisher, Sony Interactive Entertainment, platforms, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, genre, action-adventure game, fighting game, hack and butcher, nominated, the Game Award for Most Anticipated Game.
Hi, my name's Quartz, and I should probably catch you up. I'm part of a group to eradicate bad guys. Like these assholes. Enough said. Meet the team.
Gungrave GORE, play the gun-wielding badass anti-hero of your dreams as you mow down tons of enemies in a gory ballet of bullets and experience a story of vengeance, love, and loyalty, all in a beautiful third-person action shooter, combining the best that Eastern and Western game design have to offer. As the titular gunslinger of Resurrection, you become the badass anti-hero of your dreams, an ultimate killing machine, brutalizing your foes without mercy. Taking cover and retreating is not an option for Grave. He only ever goes full steam ahead, preferably right through his enemies. Style on your foes with gun-tastic stylish combat. Stylish third-person shooting meets close-range martial arts, creating seamlessly flowing action as you crush your enemies in a gory ballet of bullets. Utilize your unlimited ammo Cerberus pistols and your transformable EVO coffin to unleash devastating combos in pursuit of maximum damage and style. Initial release date, November 22, 2022. Developer, Mode. Series, Gungrave. Platforms, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and Series S, Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 5. Genre, third-person shooter, fighting game, adventure game. Publisher, Prime Matter, Play-In.
You may not realize it, but you are sacred.
Kim, doesn't this all feel a little bit culty? We have to trust the spiritual journey.
Hi, I'm Mike Scupa, creative director of The Chant. Horror action adventure game.
A spiritual nightmare, a single-player, third-person horror action adventure game set on a remote island spiritual retreat. A peaceful weekend soon turns to dread after a group chant opens the gloom, a psychedelic dimension of terror that feeds off negative energy. Interact with a recurring cast of characters, untangle the complex history of the island, and witness the terrifying revelations about the cosmos. Only you can fight off the creatures, reason with the survivors, and unravel the legacy of a cult from the 1970s to reverse the ritual. Explore an island filled with cosmic dread. Interact with the other members of the retreat as they slowly become consumed by their own negative energy. Survive against an array of prismatic creatures and cultists released from the gloom as you piece together the weird history of the island. Fight or flight. You must choose your fights and battle for survival with spiritual weapons and abilities. Collect, craft, and manage your resources to take your chances in close combat or succumb to panic and flee. Initial release date, November 3, 2022. Developer, Brass Token. Platforms, Microsoft Windows, Xbox Series X and S Series, PlayStation 5. Publisher, Prime Matter, Play-In. Genre, horror games, adventure games, action games, fighting games.
Are you ready for a change?
Sonnet, please.
Speaking.
My name is Grantham Dumet. him in a privileged position.
What do we know about this guy?
He's rich, he's a recluse, he's obsessed with H.H. Holmes. Totally sane, I'm sure.
Some of the rooms are full recreations from the murder castle.
The Dark Pictures Anthology, The Devil and Me, a series of standalone branching cinematic horror games from the studio behind Until Dawn. Easy to pick up and play in short sessions, alone or with friends. The Devil and Me is the fourth game in the series and the Season 1 finale. A group of documentary filmmakers receive a mysterious call inviting them to a modern-day replica of serial killer H.H. Holmes' murder castle. It's an opportunity that's too good to pass up and can be just the thing they're looking for to win some much-needed public interest. The hotel is the perfect set for their new episode, but things aren't quite as they seem. The crew discover they're being watched and even manipulated, and suddenly there's much more at stake than just their ratings. Endure terrifying tests of loyalty. Will you risk your own life for someone you care for? The two critically acclaimed multiplayer modes are back. Share your story online with a friend or aim for safety in numbers through the offline 5-player Pass the Pad mode. Can you outsmart the killer and check out all your cast? All playable characters can live or die in your version of the story. Initial release date: November 18, 2022. Series: The Dark Pictures Anthology mode, multiplayer video game, developer: Supermassive Games, publisher, Bandai Namco Entertainment, platforms: PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S series, Microsoft Windows, genre, adventure game, survival horror, interactive storytelling, adventure.
Oh, I'll be damned. That's a new way to spend taxpayers' money.
James Harrow. The people's hero. I heard the White House sends him golden toilet paper, as long as he keeps the presidential ass clear of tick trouble.
In visceral, explosive combat, unleash hell with your firearms, lightning-fueled gauntlet and gadgets. Kill bloodthirsty monstrosities in style as a lone hunter or in co-op with a friend. Explore and fight in a narrative-driven campaign while upgrading your weapons and hunting tools. Unlock new perks to evolve your monster-slaying mastery, crafting your own playstyle to defeat the supernatural hordes. Initial release date: 2022. Developer: Flying Wild Hog mode, multiplayer video game, publisher, Focus Home Interactive, platforms: PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S series, Microsoft Windows, genre, computer role-playing game, third-person shooter, adventure game, fighting game.
Home sweet home.
Mr. Rentier?
At ease, boys. My father in his office?
He is.
How did it go? Did you get that big fangster you were after?
Mr. Rentier, Agent Feathers is waiting for you in the lobby.
Oh, officially they called it a cholera epidemic, but truth was they were dealing with a terrible outbreak of amateur necromancy. The entire institute was engaged in the hunt.